Little shot of little round top off in the distance, and little intro from the Alan Parsons Project. Just some more thoughts on time and history, guys. Just some ramblings. Sorry, no battlefield stuff. Might regale you with some stories from some books tonight when I get to the hotel. For now, I'm just gonna go for a nice little short hike up a big round top. And share some more of my inner thoughts. Another thing about where I'm at chronologically, you know, I just mentioned in the last video that I'm going to turn 50 this year, and certain things like time are starting to dawn on me. My parents are also getting near 80. A thought that distresses me very much. I'm adopted, naturalized and adopted at a very young age as an infant. God bless their souls. Wouldn't have it any other way. Super glad and super proud to be an American and to have lived my life over here. And to be quite honest, I'm glad it wasn't the other way around. Not putting down Korea or Korean people, but this is, I wouldn't have it any other way. I keep talking about how epic I think our story is as Americans. You know, through the highs and lows, the good and bad. It's an epic and thrilling story. And as I've mentioned right now, as I've mentioned throughout so many videos by now, guys, we're heading into a very cataclysmic time. We're amid a very cataclysmic time right now. And you know, I've mentioned this more in my community posts than in my videos, but I just would like everybody to try to objectively stop and think and put your politics aside and think about where we're at. Look around you at all the structural changes and the clues as to where we're headed, you know, instead of the politics and the personalities, because those are always distractions. Always have been, always will be. I've made parallels between where we're at now and the time during the Civil War so many times, and I maintain that they're absolutely founded and warranted. Many circumstances are different, obviously, but the nature of these changes is so similar. They're very based upon technology, and they're very based upon dividing the people as things rush forward. Nice little look here if you've never been up here to the big round top. No, there wasn't really much fighting that was done here. It was mostly used by the Confederates, of course, down there in the saddle as a staging area to advance on Little Round Top later in the day on the 2nd. It's really beautiful. I mean, you guys know I love nature. I love rocks. I love bouldering around rocks. Time. Fleeting so fast. Faster than I ever imagined it would. I know nothing's forever. And I don't know what to do about how I've been feeling lately. And I know it's not unique. I know that most people who watch my videos are 10 or 20 years older than I am, and certainly are familiar with and have felt these feelings that I'm going through now. But we have not been at such a cataclysmic point in our history as we are right now, going back a good 160 years or so. This is a very important time. These talks aren't designed to impart that there's really anything we can do about it. That's not what I'm getting at. I think the best thing we can do is to be good people, to raise our kids right, try to instill in them some of those old-fashioned values that we grew up with, because they're going by the wayside. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that. People these days are so impersonal, impatient, distracted, yada yada yada. I think the best we can do is to hold dear to the things that really mean something to us. You know, for me right now, that's my family, and in particular my parents. My brother's got his own clan, and it's a big one, so, you know, he's good that way. But my parents aren't going to live forever, and when they're not here, I'm just going to be beside myself, to be quite honest. Time. Slipping right through your hands when your teens and 20s and 30s and 40s. I think you know, you think you've got all the time in the world, and then you wake up one day and you're like, no, I don't. Again, I know these aren't novel thoughts, but getting back to the other point, I hope people can turn off the news, stop cheering for your favorite team, and start cheering for us as Americans, as a society, as a great society who, again, is not perfect, has been through many ups and downs. I know nothing is forever, like I said, and we're gonna get through what we're going through now. But there's a long slog ahead, guys. Let me tell you what. If you think we've hit rock bottom, we haven't. If you think this is all the current president's fault, or the last president's fault, or the last president before that, you think it's their fault, it's not. This has been a long train wreck that is clearly you can ascribe it to at least the last 25 years, when the banks were deregulated, when we waged a war on half of the Eastern Hemisphere, and when our economy just started tanking with no signs of recovering, and it's still not recovering. Save your money. One to talk. Oh, by the way, I just got thrown a life rope. I just got a promotion, guys. I have been at my current job for 6 years, and talk about a lifesaver in the nick of time. I cannot tell you how worried I was about my future until quite recently, very recently, and now I'm a lot less worried. But now's the time to be wise, be frugal, be good to people you don't always agree with, and be with your family as much as you can. I'm up to 10 minutes already, guys. Sorry. Boom. There are lots more thoughts, but we'll see you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed the little view of Big Round Top.